The F1 world has just received some new juicy information in the Adrian Newey saga. That's right, guys, welcome back to Racing Direct. We do have some new information regarding Adrian Newey and his departure from Red Bull. So make sure you've hit subscribe, like, comment, and share. We're going to jump right into it right now. So yes, we'd all heard the reports in the past few days that the civil war, the feud within Red Bull was starting to boil over, and some senior figures and some very important people were very unhappy with the situation and were considering leaving. Then just a couple of days ago, we had heard that Adrian Newey had informed the head honchos back at Red Bull that he intended to leave at the end of the season. Well, now just a few days before the Miami Grand Prix is kicking off in the United States, Red Bull themselves have now confirmed that yes, Adrian Newey will be leaving the team. So our first new piece of information is when exactly will he be leaving? Well, we know he's sticking on with the team for the rest of this season. They also confirmed that he is not leaving until the first quarter of 2025. Why is that important? Well, that basically means that there will be at least one more year of Red Bull dominance, because Adrian Newey is likely already designing the 2025 Challenger. So I'm sure that he's worked out a deal with Red Bull to stick around to help them build one last car that will likely be the front runner for the Drivers and the Constructors World Championship. And once the car is unveiled, that will be Adrian Newey's key to leave the team. This has obviously been one of the most successful runs of any car designer at any team in Formula 1 history. So many wins, so many pole positions, and championships with multiple drivers. It is just a crushing blow to Red Bull. You can bet your bottom dollar they did everything to keep this guy around. However, it seems like the tensions at Red Bull are very, very real. Of course, we thought everything had blown over in recent times and they'd sort of settled things, but maybe behind closed doors, it's not all sunshine and rainbows. The other interesting thing to note from the new announcements was Adrian Newey's actual statement. The man himself did announce that yes, he's obviously very thankful to Red Bull for all the years of success that he has enjoyed with them and all the amazing cars he's been able to design. But the most important part was that he did state at this point in his career, he is looking to take on some new challenges. Now, a few days ago, Red Bull stated that they had no information on Adrian Newey talking to any other teams or having any interest in going anywhere else besides Red Bull. So maybe they thought that, hey, if this guy leaves, he's probably just retiring. So it's not a huge threat to us. Yes, it's a massive loss, but there is no real risk that he's going to join a rival team and design a better car for them. Well, from these words that Adrian Newey has chosen himself, it sounds like he is interested in joining a rival team and building more championship-winning cars. Now, we all know the main rumors here. There's a couple teams that are seriously in the running to land Adrian Newey and are willing to offer some very, very big money to get him. That, of course, is Ferrari and Aston Martin. Recently, it's also emerged that McLaren is in the mix. However, I don't really know how they're going to afford him or how they're going to match the offers that Ferrari and Aston Martin come up with. Maybe Adrian Newey just doesn't really care too much about the money. Maybe he thinks McLaren might have the best chance at winning a championship in the coming years. I'm not really sure. However, the likely options are definitely Ferrari and Aston Martin. Now, just recently in 2023, Adrian Newey also stated he would have loved to have worked with the likes of Lewis Hamilton and Fernando Alonso at some point in his career. Now, from the reports and the rumors we've heard so far, it sounds like Ferrari are the front runners. I mean, who could resist the temptation of joining the Scuderia? Sebastian Vettel said it himself, everybody is a Ferrari fan whether they like it or not. And of course, with the budget cap in place on car spending, that frees up a lot of money to go and sign important personnel from drivers to car designers and everything in between. We already know that Ferrari is not afraid to throw on the money with their humongous signing of Lewis Hamilton, and if they get Adrian Newey to join the mix with him, I mean, that would pretty much be your definition of a super team, I would say. A 7-time world champion with possibly the best car designer of all time. And to top it off, you also have Charles Leclerc in the mix as well. It would be pretty damn hard to top that. If Lawrence Stroll has anything to say about it, though, it looks like he could also head to Aston Martin to work with Fernando Alonso and Lance Stroll. So we'll have to wait and see what Adrian Newey decides to do after his time at Red Bull is over and he's designed one last championship contending car. But until then, we'll just have to speculate it's going to be Ferrari or Aston Martin. As always, give me your thoughts down below in the comments. What do you think of these new developments in the Adrian Newey saga? And ultimately, where do we think he's going to sign? Ferrari, Aston Martin, or is he going to go way off the board and surprise everybody with McLaren? Don't forget to hit subscribe and like the videos, guys. Remember to share them as well. We'll see you next time on Racing Direct.